So yeah, episode 65, Our League podcast. I'm on after the duo Eds alongside my co-host, my brethren Ethan. We was literally just talking about his recent holiday to Porto. Did you see the stadium?
No, we didn't. To be fair, I did want to plan it in, but there were so many other activities that we wanted to do,
Yeah, so what did we actually get
it
up
was
to?
kind of out of the way. So we went to. So I don't know whether you know, there's a bookshop in Porto that was inspired by Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling.
Okay.
And the stairs in that bookshop is replicated in the film.
Oh, wow.
So we went in there, which was packed, full of tourists. Kind of weren't the best experience because of that, and it was a really hot day.
Yeah.
Then we went to the beach. They have a beach in Porto. I don't think many people know they have a beach in Porto, but we went there.
Nice.
Spent a day there and just relaxed on the Saturday. We did a boat tour, which was really good.
But of where?
It just pretty much, you go down to the river.
Yeah.
Well, not there. It's like a river. And yeah, you just do a half an hour tour. They take you around, show you bridges, because Porto's known for bridges. And that was it pretty much. And then we had the port tasting, so wine tasting.
Oh, nice.
Experience as well, which was a bit disappointing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't amazing. But yeah, we did it, so we can tick it off the list. And then what else did we do? We just relaxed, really. We just took time to just sit down, have good foods, and just take everything in. Just people watching, literally just people watching near the river, looking at what people were selling and all of this rubbish. But yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it.
That's one of my favorite hobbies to do. People watching is an underrated hobby, especially when you're overseas as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There are some crazy people out there.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. What's the water like? Is it clear blue?
Yeah. It was clear. I didn't go in it. But it did look clear.
Man, Portugal is definitely on my list. But again, once I finish my studies, I'm just going everywhere, bro. The finish line is close. But alright, cool. Do you know what I want to start? I want to start Love Island. You right? I don't know if you've been watching, but I've watched. It's coming up towards the time where I'm gonna stop watching. But what's your thoughts been on Love Island, bro?
So this week probably has been the worst week for me because I've been doing training. So it's been 9 to 5 pretty much every day. So this has been quite a hot week with Love Island because obviously Cash Amor happened. And so I've been catching glimpses here and there and obviously clips on TikTok. So what I'm up to now, well, I did watch last night's episode.
Yeah.
But it's mental. It's just mental. I think you probably could outline it a bit more better than me, but I don't respect Ella. I don't respect Catherine.
Big disappointed. Big disappointed, Catherine.
From Catherine especially.
Oh my days.
He was my favourite at the start.
Scott, innit? Good guy.
Yeah. Good guy. And she just dismissed the whole thing. But yeah, I'll let you outline it.
Mate, I'm so disappointed in Catherine, yeah? Like, I just thought at the beginning how she was carrying herself, everything. First and foremost, I think she's the most beautiful girl in there, my personal opinion. And then obviously she had she was with what was his name, Jay, and then she was with the other guy. I forgot who was she with again after Jay.
She was been with Zach.
Zach,
Andre guy,
Andre
at the start.
Zach, and then got back with Andre. Got left, and then she got with Scott. Scott, sound guy, good looking guy, respectable guy. I was thinking, okay, cool, yeah, these two, they're a nice match. I thought they were gonna win. If I'm being completely honest with you, I thought them two was gonna win. Obviously, she's gone Cash Amor now, and not even a day, and she's kissing Elon, bruv. Like what? Just because he made you bloody what? Yogurt and strawberries, bruv. Is that what we're doing now? Like, is it that easy now? What the heck? And but obviously, I get it, innit? Obviously, Elam, he's got a bit of a swag that Scott doesn't have. Scott's more reserved, more gentleman type. Edom's got more of that London boy swag, which I get it, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Also, he's a black cute as well. Maybe that's her personal preference, her first preference, should I say. Not that Scott's ugly, Scott's good looking guy. But Yeah, man. Everyone I've spoken to has been big disappointed in Catherine still, and even the fact that like last night he was professing his love, and she said
Yeah, pretty much.
the damage is done. The damage
Yeah,
is
the way
done.
she walked off, she was like, I'm done with this now.
Man, when she said the damage is done, yeah. The lyrics of Timberland, Cry Me a River, so, I guess I'll be leaving, came into my head
Yeah.
right after that. I was just thinking, damn, like, Scott, bruv, like, this guy can't catch a break. Do you know what I mean? I felt sorry for him.
No.
Ella, I get it. She was insecure about Tyreek stuff, whatever. But Tyreek said, you know what?
We're closed off.
I'm closed off. And Tyreek, I thought he was
Yeah.
going to be moving menacing in Cash Amor. Because those girls were paying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was the one that surprised me the most. So when he come, I could tell, you know, I wanted to cry for him. That was pain.
Yeah, no, it was proper pain that, like,
oh my days.
He thought she was coming back on her own. Like, he was like, I've done it. I've stuck it out the whole week, not chatting to anyone. And then she comes through with this guy.
God. And by the way, I hate his haircut. I can't
stand what is that?
What is that? Like, what actually is that? Half dreads and a pin. What?
The pins are, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's what they do in Scotland. I don't know. Maybe that's the swag in it, yeah. But like half dread, I'm not even mad at the half dreads. Maybe you could have it hanging, whatever. But
yeah.
In the forward. And what's annoying me even more is all the girls are saying this guy's the one. What? With half pin dreads. I don't get it in it. Like, I was actually getting
maybe a lot of people are saying he's covering his hairline. Apparently his hairline's a bit bad.
Bro, then go bold, bro. Or do the low like a one.
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
Faintly one. Do you know what I'm saying? Just enough that people can see it, but that hairstyle is terrible. But anyway, boom. I feel sorry for him as well, Uzi, bro, because she's used him as a pawn. The way he's saying she's used KD as a pawn, he's used him as a pawn. And he's just been cool, you know what I'm saying? He's just like, you know what, I get it, innit? I didn't realize them two's connection was that deep. But Tyreek, I felt his pain. And I didn't want him to get back of her. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, if it was me, like, I would let my ego get in the way. He's a better man than me, innit? But hold tight him. My guy, what's his name? Martel is in trouble. When that movie night comes,
he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble.
He should have just stayed with that Tink girl. She's good looking. Them two was getting along, but I get it. He likes Leah better. And Leah's stunning, by the way. I think she's stunning. And she seems like a wholesome girl also.
Yeah, she does.
But when the Tink thing, what made me laugh is when the Tink thing said we never did PG and he just went, all right, listen. That's just such a response. That's such a man-dem response.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was just going back and forth.
But that's gonna buy it back all of
That's
them.
gonna kill him. That's gonna kill him, bro.
Tyreek was egging it on as well. He's like, if I was single, if I wasn't close. Him and Sammy. Yeah.
Oh mate, because the bit that's gonna bun Tyreek is to Montel when he said bun it, it's a lad's holiday. One.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
And two, when he said to Sammy, "Oh, fuck Jess, bro. Jess ain't here, innit? You deal with that later." Yeah. Because that's gonna bite him. Because what's gonna happen? All the girls gonna be like, "Oh my god, whatever."
They know how Tyreek is already, though. I think.
Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, his only saving grace will be that his actual girl is cool with him because he never did nothing. But all the other girls are gonna be talking rubbish.
She had the opportunity earlier on, and I just think they wouldn't do that with any other contestant. So she might have an in somewhere or a connection. Like,
do you reckon?
Yeah, but how you got booted off?
Yeah, but what was the? I swear they just did it randomly though. Or did she get voted off by like?
It was KD. KD came in and chose Zach, and then she got the text saying, KD and Zach are together. This means Molly is kicked off of the show or whatever.
I think they did that to like know they were gonna always bring her back, but a lot of people did you see that thing? They got like 400 complaints that she came back on the show.
400 complaints. Oh wow.
Yeah, like that just lets me know people are too invested in reality TV.
Yeah.
Number one, that's a bit. Come on, what are you doing? Like, right? But I get it. You know, maybe they wanted someone else to get opportunity, but her getting kicked out was a bit unjust because even me? I was like, bro, like these two are getting along. They're happy.
No, but I feel like
You know what I'm saying?
we need entertainment, and
We
it's a
do need
game. It's a
entertainment.
game. It's a game show.
What do you think? What do you think of
with
Katie coming back?
Katie, she's got a boyfriend back home, and I don't believe
Does she?
she wants any. Apparently, a lot of people are saying that she's with someone on the outside, and yeah, she's just there for a bit of
clout.
A bit of clout, yeah, that's it.
What do you think of Mitch? I never liked Mitch at the beginning, and for time I never liked him. But now that he's got a girl and he's staying outside of people's business, I'm like, you know what, you're cool now. But he was just okay meddling on people's business. Fam, go away, bro. Oh my days. He was jarring me off. He was actually jarring me off.
But do you think this girl is totally into him, or just into the fact that he was sort of into the villa?
I think so, yeah. But you never know, innit? Maybe, let's try to be positive about it, innit? I'm saying, because she never showed no one else any other time.
No, yeah, that's
just true. On him, because she probably knew this guy is gonna be on it with me, innit? Like,
yeah.
Who else is there? Jess and Sammy. What have you thought of their time? They look like an old couple, them two, bro. Honestly. Yeah,
but Sammy don't like her. I think he just needs to be honest. Like,
you don't think he does?
No, because he wouldn't try it with so many girls. Like, I think I think on the outside that's never working. I think Jess is like one of those psycho girlfriends on the outside, and she'll be, proper. Yeah, proper.
I don't get those vibes from her,
No, I do.
Bro, we've just got breaking news. We'll talk about it later. De Gea leaves Man United.
Yeah, I did see that just a minute ago.
But yeah, I feel like Jess is like the cool type. I think like.
I don't know. I don't think she's that.
Because like she's actually been calm with this guy. This guy's been on his job, like talking to girls, and she's like, it's fine. Even when she came back, she goes, I knew this was going to be the case. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but to me, that's all they show. I'm seeing straight through that. I don't believe she's that type of girl.
Yeah, because she's the psychotic type.
She's great. Yeah, she's a crazy girl.
What about Ella? What do you think she's like?
Ella's one of those. I don't know. She seems quite chilled. She seems quite relaxed. But in yesterday's episode where Whitney, Catherine, and her were sitting down, they were like, "Don't react to it. Don't react to it." She's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna react to it." All he wants is a reaction.
And then she gave it
straight away. I was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, no, I think she's quite chilled. She's quite relaxed. Yeah, she's a nice looking girl as well. I think they're a good couple. I think they could go the whole way. I think they could win it. I think they're the popular couple at the moment. I don't think there's any strong real couples in there other than Molly and Zach maybe, but they're not really getting much airtime at the moment.
Yeah. Because people are done with that story. I feel like people was liking this Tyreek and Ella story. Because Tyreek's an entertaining guy. Because Tyreek is the most man-dem of the black guys I think that's ever been on that show. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just gives a lot. Like, I know he's from Essex, but Essex London is basically the same thing. He just gives off that vibe, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And I like it. Do you know who has been like so entertaining? Whitney, bruv.
Whitney's been amazing.
She's not getting much airtime now, but like, her whole thing, I feel like she's going to be a star. Honestly, I feel like she's going to be a star, and she's just going to blow up from this.
Definitely is. She's been amazing. Even in her couple, I don't think they're strong, but she's just carrying herself. Like, I think she could go there on her own to the final.
She was I think she's going to be a star. I think she's got a big personality. I reckon she'll have her own TV show, her own podcast, and all that stuff. And yeah, man, I'm here for it. More power to her. I think we rounded off everyone, innit?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh man, do you know what? I'm actually upset that what's her name, Ruche, never got more of a chance at the beginning.
I know.
I thought she was a good-looking girl. And cool. Did you see what? I'm not even going to touch on that. I was going to talk about Mehdi, but nah, let's not touch about Mehdi.
You are now listening to Our League podcast, made in London, distributed all over the world.
All right, cool. Let's talk about Premier League now. Let's start with your club, Chelsea, because both our clubs have been, I'd say, the most active in the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What have you thought about your activity so far? And the team, specifically the owners and obviously the people in charge of transfers, have been getting a lot of backlash, and a lot of discussion this week has been, if you're a youth player at Chelsea, is there any hope? And that's kind of been like a theme throughout the years. But Chelsea players have gotten chance, especially when there's a transfer embargo. But now it's like, if you're a youth player, what's your thoughts on that? Because a lot of people are saying that, there's no hope for them.
Yeah, no, to be fair, I don't think there is at the moment, because we're trying to get the hottest prospects out of Europe, South America, even America. So, for the youth prospects coming through the academy, it's a bit of a tough one. But yeah, I like our activity in the transfer market at the moment. I want us to get over this Casado thing. It needs to be done by next week, hopefully.
What are they quoting?
I think it is 80 million. But apparently we're doing an 8-year contract again, so over 8 years. It's not it's not too bad.
Not too bad, yeah.
And then Nicholas Jackson, a good signing as well for the price. What was it, 35 million?
Are you happy? I was just about to ask you about that. Are you happy with that signing? Yeah.
I'm happy with it, because he's a prospect. You saw at the end of the season in La Liga, he was getting the goals. The record stands for itself. I think he looks like a good prospect for Chelsea. But we need another striker, I think.
Yeah.
Having another striker would help.
That was going to be my next one. Like, with Jackson, obviously he's come in, like, towards the end of the season, he had a good record. And I was just about to say, do you need another striker? Now, granted, you do buy Nkunku, who can play as a 9, but me personally, I think his best position is a false 9, playing off the striker, because he makes the late runs. He can play anywhere on the front three. But would you like another striker? You lot have been quoted with Balogun. If he goes to Chelsea, I'll be upset. And how would you feel if you was to get him?
I see him as he's very similar to Nicholas Jackson, so he's not the type of striker I would want. I would want a prolific striker that's in Europe, established as well. So Balogun would be a good option for us, but it's similar to Nicholas Jackson. No, I wouldn't want it.
Yeah, I get it. And I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want him to go there. Havertz to Arsenal. What's your anyway? We should have really had Dennis on, because Dennis is his love affair with
Havertz. It's always sad for a player to go to a rival club. But the time that he spent there over the last, I'll say, a year or two, obviously he won us the Champions League, which we're grateful for. But I think his time was up at Chelsea. We couldn't fit his position. We didn't know where he wanted to play. I think he played in multiple positions. It just didn't work. And the price was right. I think Arsenal may have a gem on their hands with Arteta, with the way he's setting up and all of this with Arsenal and the project. So it could come back to haunt Chelsea in the future. But at this moment in time, I'm happy with getting rid of him, and for the price as well.
Not a bad price, really and truly. I think I think it's a price that both teams can be happy with. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever anyone thinks of Havertz, there's talent there. Like, make no mistake about it. It's just unlocking his best position and the best way to get the ball to him and his end product as well, I'd say. And in terms of Chelsea, what came for 90 million, but obviously never saw out the whole contract. So in terms of the books, you somewhat balance it out. And obviously there's stipulations in there, I think, that make it rise to 75 or whatever. So win-win for everyone, isn't it? All right, this one's a bit more closer to home. Mason Mount, who's meant to be next Mr. Chelsea to Man United, 55 million. Your thoughts on
that? Disappointed in this one. I was really gutted when I got the news on when was it? Was it Thursday or Wednesday?
I think it was Wednesday.
On Wednesday night. Disappointed to see it. Obviously, he had the video just displaying how much he cared and had loved Chelsea since the time he joined and all of this stuff. But I don't know whether I'm buying it. I don't know whether it was just a case of He's just, I don't know. I don't think he
End of
was
the day,
proper
money
Chelsea.
talks. Money
Yeah,
talks.
this is it.
You
This
know
is
what I'm
it.
saying?
And I think for his profile, for his just himself, I think he wanted to change. I think he sees a lot of people coming out of the club and he's thinking, there might be better projects elsewhere. So yeah, good luck to him. But yeah, I was disappointed in him. I don't know whether he was proper Chelsea at the end of the day.
Nah, he bleeds blue, man. He bleeds blue. He bleeds blue.
We'll see. We'll see if he comes back in a few years' time.
Kovacic to Man City.
I'm more gutted. Yeah, I'm more gutted on this one because the way Kovacic played and
underrated
just how,
baller.
Yeah, it definitely is. That he's so underrated. The stuff that he can do on the ball, he's passing, he's dribbling, in tight situations. Yeah, he's a really good player. And Man City may just have him on the bench just as a luxury.
Yeah.
Really.
Honestly, just have him on the bench just cause. All right, cool. A few players that went to. Oh, did they bring Felix back? And it looks like they're not going to bring him back. What's your like? Are you cool with them not bringing him back? Obviously,
apparently there still is some sort of
chance.
Yeah, there's works behind the scenes. They're trying to get him back. Yeah, I'll take him back with him and Nkunku, and then Jackson possibly up front could work. So yeah, we'll have to see. But I like Felix.
Still got Fofana as well.
Fofana. I reckon he'll go on loan or go somewhere else this season. Yeah, he needs some sort of experience within the English leagues. I think.
Kante, Koulibaly, and Mendy all going to Saudi. Did Kante leave on a free?
Yeah, free transfer. Yeah.
And then obviously Koulibaly only there for one season.
Yeah.
Again, 2 years too late for me,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The owner of Napoli didn't want to sell him, and you could see why, because when he was on the ball, he was a top 5 centre back in Europe, in my opinion. And Mendy, I feel like Mendy's been done dirty this past year. Your thoughts on those 3 gentlemen?
Yeah, I was disappointed with the Mendy one, but yeah, I could understand with Kante and Koulibaly. Mendy, was sitting on the bench a lot of the time last season. I don't know how.
Guy's one of the best goalkeepers in the world.
Bro. Yeah, he was. This is what we were saying. We were seeing in Europe. He was getting the accolades that he deserved, and then, the two seasons on, and he's out of the Chelsea squad, and he's not there anymore. It's disappointing. I don't think he. I think he's better than Kepa. I don't know how Kepa has still got this starting role at Chelsea, and how we're not really linked to many goalkeepers out there. I'm a bit disappointed in. But yeah, Kante, what a servant to Chelsea. Came in, improved the squad straight away, won the Premier League. And he'll be a miss to the Premier League as a whole. I don't just think Chelsea. But yeah, Koulibaly, disappointing times, like you've said previously, and times before on different episodes. Yeah, it's 2 years too late with Koulibaly. He didn't live up to the expectations that I had at the start of the season last year.
Levi Colwill, I don't know what's going to happen to him, but there's been some rumblings that he ain't the happiest of bunnies right now as well. And rumored that Chelsea would accept a 40 million bid from anyone, probably Brighton. He probably want to go back there. He's an instant starter. England, is he England's senior team now? He's
under 20. He's under 21.
Yeah. Next season's going to be a starter. In the rotation for England. If he goes, you won't be happy because you've given him his flowers a lot on the show, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I honestly think with Pochettino coming in, I think he may try and keep him. I don't think we'll try and accept. I know we've got a lot of centre backs at the moment, but I don't think. Yeah, I think as a top club, you have to have as many options as you in those sort of positions available. But I think he's a starter for me. I think he starts within the Chelsea squad.
Loftus-Cheek to AC Milan.
Yeah, that's. I think it's his time. I think AC Milan was a really good move for him. I think he'll get his. It's just a slower league as well. I think that's his type of football. and he can control the game a bit more.
He can be a bit
and
more physically imposing as well.
Yeah,
because he's a big guy.
Yeah, he is. I think he'll do a really good job in Italy.
And then again, another one of Dennis's favourites, Christian Pulisic, linked with AC Milan as well. What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, no, he could go. He could go as well. No, to be fair, in a lot of his media coverage with the USA team, he's kind of been bad mouthing us and saying that his time hasn't been brilliant at Chelsea. Yeah, he's won the Champions League. He wouldn't have done that elsewhere at Borussia Dortmund. And yeah, no, he's had spells of good spells at Chelsea. So yeah, no, I don't respect the bad mouthing, but yeah, I'm happy to see him gone if he doesn't want to be there.
Pulisic is a good player, yeah, but because he's like the American poster boy, Nike athlete, winger, fast, good-looking white boy, do you feel like they overhyped him a bit? Because he's a good player, but the way they was like, oh, this guy, he's the next one, stuff like that. I feel like it was a bit overhyped, you know?
Yeah, definitely overhyped. But I also think that the injury that he picked up at the FA Cup against Arsenal was a big one, because he was at his heights at Chelsea at that period in lockdown. But yeah, they always compare him. He's the LeBron of football and all of this rubbish. Yeah, the coverage is crazy in America about him.
And now they got Balogun, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I've been listening to a few podcasts, they're already raving, Balogun. Got from Arsenal. Got from Arsenal, Balogun. Saying his name wrong, fucking. Anyway, Granit Xhaka leaves after several years at Arsenal. We got more money for him than I expected, 21.5. Because at the start of the window, they were saying 15. Now we're up to 21.5. Me personally, I think it's a good bit of business. Every Arsenal fan I've spoken to thinks it's good business, because I wouldn't have thought a team would have paid that much for him. I think it's a 5-year deal as well. That's at his age. That's. I mean, you can't turn that down. Arsenal probably would have offered him a 2. He knows the German league, obviously. Probably closer to home for him as well, because obviously he's from Switzerland. Yeah, man. Obviously, he's had a interesting time, I should say, at Arsenal. You know, there's been times where I've absolutely hated his guts. Not hate, but not liked him a lot. And then there's times where I was like, you know what, I appreciate his leadership and stuff like that. Obviously, we all know the time in January before Arteta got there, where we all thought he was going to leave, and looked like he was going to be on his way out. But then these past 2 years, it's probably been the best career years of his Arsenal life.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you make of his departure?
Yeah, he had probably one of the seasons of his life at Arsenal last season. So I'm not really surprised with the price tag that Bayer Leverkusen have paid for him. Yeah, like you said, it's good. It's good business for Arsenal. But had the really good season. So I thought maybe a year he'll stay again. But yeah, no, it's a good move. Xabi Alonso as the manager at Bayer Leverkusen, who probably
similar playing styles.
Yeah. So I reckon he'll do a good job over there in Bayer Leverkusen in Germany. But yeah, I think he's. Would you say he's been a good servant to Arsenal?
100%. Even though we had the torrid times in between, like the question I always ask Arsenal fans, myself included, did we get the best out of him? I think not, because a lot of the time he was asked to play a role which for Switzerland he didn't play. And clearly especially this past year, it's shown that he even though he has the stature of a defensive mid, he's a more box-to-box kind of guy. And we saw that this year, when you allow him to express himself with the ball moving forward, he'll get you goals, and he'll do those passes to the attacking players. Because even with Switzerland, I remember I think it was France when they were playing, and I was like, yo, he don't play like this for Arsenal, but he's playing in a more advanced role, you know. But he never had that anchor of a Thomas Partey. It was either El Nene or someone else, or he was the defensive anchor. So I think Kai Havertz essentially slits in. If not Havertz, Declan Rice possibly slits into that. I just don't know how Arsenal are going to form next. This position. I just don't know. But Havertz, Xhaka, all the best to him. Pablo Amari left. Did he even come? That's the question. You know what I mean? Like, the guy was here and he was gone. Like, he played what, maybe a half a season for. He's always on loan or injured or, you know, not trying to diminish him by any means, but very much of a pointless signing in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, you know, all the best for him. Ainsley Maitland-Niles leaves on a free. Again, another guy, youth academy player. Never really got his best position locked down. Obviously, he's very athletic, high footballing IQ, so a lot of managers wanted to play him on the flank, wing back, but he always said he wanted to be a central midfielder. And, you know, he put out the Instagram stuff, I want to leave Arsenal and stuff like that. Like, all in all, good servant of the club. I wish him all the best. What's your thoughts on him? And I think he still hasn't got a club, you know?
Yeah, no, I don't think he has a club. Obviously, didn't have he hasn't really had a good loan spell anywhere. His best time has been at Arsenal, where he's fitting into a role that he's not wanting to play. So yeah, I reckon there'll be a lower league, Premier League team or Championship team out there that will come for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think he's had a good time at Arsenal, and I think it's time for him to leave right now.
Rice, baby. Declan Rice coming into Arsenal is going to be the most expensive British player. I remember a year ago, I asked you, when you lot was linked with him, how much do you think he's worth? And you said, if you ask a West Ham fan will say 100 million. And I kind of laughed at it at the time. But I think his progression this year, in terms of development, moving the ball forward, and just being in the final third, like being a more of a dominant threat, 105 is not a bad number. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, it isn't.
And English, possibly future captain, and the fact that, you know, he's a London boy. So if we do what we're meant to do, he's going to be with us the next 12, 15 years. I'm over the moon about it. Going to slot in. Obviously, we've got a lot of English guys as well. And obviously, I don't know where West Ham train. I know it's in Essex, but Essex and Hertfordshire is the two neighbouring counties. Does he have to move house?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? All these type of things.
Yeah.
All these things play a factor. He probably just stays in his own house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Is that like a statement signing, do you think, for Arsenal?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, the price tag, the fact that he's young, yeah, the future captain for your club as well. So yeah, it's a big statement from Arsenal to say that they will be challenging again, and they'll be coming for City. So yeah, no, a big statement signing, and a bit gutted myself that we don't have a Declan Rice coming to our club. But yeah, no, I think Arsenal will be definitely better with him in your side.
What's your dad think of the sign?
Yeah, he's happy with it. For the price tag is a bit. He's like, oh, okay, it's a bit much, but
it's football now, isn't it?
Like we say, it's the British quota, the whole. Yeah, it's football nowadays. These are the sort of price tags that are thrown about.
Timber coming from Ajax. I'm actually a fan of this guy.
Yeah, this is a big sign. This one's a big signing, I think, and for the money as well, and how versatile he is as a player.
Yeah. I'm very much a fan of him. Again, I don't watch Eric Dinesi week in, week out, but I tune in to watch Ajax highlights. Obviously, he's a massive club. You know, they've got our fellow countryman Kudus there. And they're always just bringing through youth players. Like they just do their job correctly. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's something you can appreciative about. And also again, I've noticed with Arteta, he likes dynamic guys. He likes multi-dimensional guys in terms of not just being able to play one position. And if you do play one position, you've got to be elite at it. Like he wants you to be able to play 2 or 3 positions, which Timber can do. Give cover for right back. And again, we've got options now. We still got Cedric, Tomiyasu, Ben White obviously had a good year playing at the back, right back. But again, where do we line up? Does that mean Gabriel then gets pushed to the bench and it's Ben White and Saliba and then him the right back? That's what I would prefer if I'm being completely honest, just because, you know, Gabriel, obviously when Saliba's there, he's cool, but when Saliba's not there, he's too rash, bro. And I just don't like his decision making. He gave us a few games. And again, a guy who you can appreciate when guys play on the edge, but it needs to be a controlled chaos. Do you know what I'm saying? With him, every tackle, as soon as the ref talks to him, it just seems like he's going to lose his head.
Yeah.
And it's something I just don't want. But yeah, I'm very happy with the Timber deal. And also getting our business done early. which I can appreciate, because then you can get the guys in for pre-season, and then anything else that you pick up during the year, it's like, you know what, it's just a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Saliba new contract, happy with that. New number as well. Reece Nelson new contract, I'm extremely happy with that as well. Not much talk has been of recent weeks of Harry Kane. What do you think? Do you think he just signs a new deal at Spurs?
Yeah, it seems like that. It seems like we're getting the same sort of summer with Harry Kane. Yeah, I reckon he'll stay. He'll get probably the highest wage at Tottenham again. They'll try and give him a new contract. He'll probably sign it. Yeah, happy days for Spurs, but they are really holding him back. He could really go on and do something. They're just playing with him. They're just playing with him. Like, it's so upsetting to see. It's so upsetting to see
as a football
that someone,
fan, innit? As a football fan, innit? Yeah.
All he's gonna have to maybe
Goal
his
record, that's
accolades
it.
is that maybe top scorer of the Premier League, and that's it. Yeah.
That's it, really and truly. And streets won't forget him, but they will. End of the day, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not fair, but you need to win trophies. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're one of the top guys, and he is one of the top guys.
Yeah.
Unless he leaves on a free next year, you know, which could also happen. But then,
yeah,
how old is he? What, 29, 30 now? Then he'll be 31.
I think he's 30. Yeah, he's 30 now. Yeah,
31. But to be fair, guys like him, the reason why they'll do well is because his game's not predicated on speed. He's just a good IQ footballer. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but then where would he go? That's the thing. United? Do you think?
No, I think he'll go somewhere in Europe and get.
Do you think? Because I saw Merson say the other day he's like 49 goals away from the record. Why would he leave now? And you got to put that into consideration. Do you know what I'm saying?
He could have a big chunk of those goals this season.
Yeah.
And then leave for a year or two, and then come back and try and get maybe 20 goals.
Over
35 maybe. So
35,
I don't know.
Like that, all right, cool. Let's move to international. Don't have a young midfielder in your team. Real Madrid will buy him. I'll tell you what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, obviously everyone knows I'm a Madrid fan, but our depth at midfield is crazy. Now, granted, Modric and Cruz have signed 1-year extensions, which indicates to me Modric is 38, something like that.
Yeah.
But he's still balling. Cruz 36, I think, something like that. So again, still balling, but it indicates to me that Real Madrid is in a competitive rebuild mode, I'd say.
Yeah.
Still need a striker. We'll touch on that. But what do you think of Madrid? Obviously, in recent weeks, they signed Jude Bellingham. They've signed Arda Güler from Fenerbahce. Do you think it's a case of they plan to buy these guys, or with the Güler one, what they reported, it was reported that Barcelona were in advanced talks with him, but obviously their financial troubles made it seem that, it was just prolonging. Real Madrid, it seemed like they got that done in like 4 days. Offered the 20 mil, personal terms agreed, but Fenerbahce have a 20% release clause, which that one I think will sting in the future. What do you think of them?
Madrid, I don't know. It seems crazy the fact that they've got so many midfielders under their belt. Valverde, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Jude Bellingham now.
Diaz, they brought Diaz back as well.
Yeah, Diaz as well as Diaz. Yeah, I completely forgot Diaz is back. So what? I honestly, they've got to offload some of these players because these guys are wanting to play first team football. And they're probably most likely not going to. So yeah, Valverde has been linked in the papers apparently to be offered to Chelsea. So Chelsea are going to try and go.
We take that in a heartbeat, innit?
Yeah, I'll take him, but the price is 89 million. So
he's worth it, man. He's worth it.
Yeah, he is worth it. He's an engine, and probably what we need at this moment in time. But yeah, no, Real Madrid, I don't know how they set up, how they're going to set up next season, but they look like a force like they usually do, trying to get the youngest stars out of there, fighting with Barcelona over everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Real Madrid, I expect them to possibly get a Champions League again.
Still got Enrique. Still got you. What you reckon? Win it? You reckon?
Well, they're always there for a shout, man. I think you can't put it past them. I think a striker is much needed, though.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. I don't know who the striker is going to be. I don't know who they can even target. I mean, again, I'm literally going to touch on that in a sec, but unless they say, you know what, for this season, let's just play through Vinny and Rodrigo, because, you know, Vinny, I think this is the year. Obviously, he's a superstar already as it is, but I think this is the year where, like, obviously Benzema's gone. Unless they've said to him, yo, you're going to be the guy. You're going to be the guy. So unless someone like a Valverde or Jude plays us like a false nine, and we're just playing two advanced wingers, I really don't know.
Yeah.
But speaking on Real Madrid's striker situation, Mbappe, you know, I'm wearing a PSG top now. Obviously, what the sporting director came out is weird. Like, I don't get it. He has no. What do you mean he has no choice? He's got a choice, bro. He either signs a new contract or he leaves in a year. And, you know, like, they wrote a letter to him. You ain't got Donny's number. Like, what we doing? Like, I don't understand that. And obviously, they were saying that obviously they can't lose him for free and stuff, which I get. But I mean, you gave the guy all the power. What do you think he's gonna do? But
yeah, this is it.
They haven't run the club well. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're a very top heavy side. They don't really have got a bench. Do you know what I'm saying? They got young players. They bought matey boy that was linked with Newcastle last year, the light skin brother.
Yeah.
I forgot how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, they signed him for whatever reason. I don't know.
He's not ready. He's a year or two away, in my personal opinion. Obviously they got Asensio. They brought in someone else, and they brought in the centre back from Inter free. You know, but obviously they were saying to Mbappe, like, if you don't leave, we're gonna have to sell some of your teammates. Do you think this guy cares?
Yeah.
He's you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think so. But apparently they're in for Xavi Simons again. They've offered him. They've tried the buyback clause, and it's down to Xavi Simons to.
If you're Xavi, do you go though? Because we spoke about this last year, saying that why should he sign any deal? They're just gonna waste his time.
That's it.
If
no, I
wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't sign it because he had one of his best seasons last year at PSV.
Stay another year at PSV. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he signed probably 3-4 year deal. He's been there, yes. So stay another year, develop your game further, and then go somewhere else. Whether it's a Bayern Munich, he might go back to Barcelona. You know, saying that he was at their youth squad.
Yeah.
Premier League. Who know? You know what I'm saying? I if I was him, I wouldn't go there. But PSG, absolute mess. The Neymar situation. The guy gets injured all the time. You had Messi for 2 years. You treated him horribly. He's gone now for free, and then Mbappe is going to possibly walk away for free. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the amount of money Real Madrid's already spent. What they brought back Diaz. They bought another youngster in from another Spanish club. I forgot. Jude Bellingham and Guta. That's already, I want to say, 150 M's. Now it is one of the richest clubs, but you know, money don't grow on trees. How much is Mbappe going to cost? How much is his salary is going to cost, and all that stuff? Like, it's just not. I don't. Who could actually afford Mbappe as of right now? What
I'd say City, and that's it probably.
But if you're him, you wouldn't go there though, would you? Because they got Harden. Like, why would I go? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand. And obviously, the paper talk is linking with Arsenal. Yeah, right. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not happening. Like, it's just not affordable. So it's likely they're going to lose him on a free, and it's their fault, in my opinion. I think it's their fault because they just run the club inefficiently. Anything else, footy, bro? Because I want to touch upon NBA.
No, I think that's it.
You are now listening to Our League podcast, made in London, distributed all over the world.
All right, cool. NBA free agency. Let's start with the hot topic that's been bloody taking the headlines for 2 weeks. Damian Lillard finally requested a trade. You know, after the draft, it should have been done before the draft. Finally requested a trade. What's your thoughts on him finally doing it? And where do you reckon he ends up?
It's been due this. Damian Lillard knows he deserves better. He deserves to be at a top team. This whole, I don't know how it's going to play out, but yeah, I think Miami is the likeliest of teams they would go to. But yeah, no, it's playing out so long. I thought this would be a done deal straight away. It'd be set in stone. But yeah, I don't know whether he's waiting out for more contract talks with Portland, or whether he's trying to seek more money.
Nah,
It's just
he's under contract for like 4 years. He's got like 4 years, 200 million or something like that. He's under contract.
But I don't know. Apparently, his agent is telling him to not listen to any offers at the moment.
Oh,
and just wait it out. Yeah, just wait it out.
What, and try to go to Miami?
Reason. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, he it's not Bradley Beal. He ain't got a no trade clause, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So and if you've got 4 years under your deal, what are you gonna do? Just not play for 4 years, not play competitive basketball for 4 years. If I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, I'm doing everything in my power to get Damian Lillard, to pair him with Joel Embiid, even if it means trade Maxey. And I've grown to like Maxey. I'm trading him, bro. I'm trading him, and I'm trading James Harden. If I've got Damian Lillard, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and I got a few pieces around him, that's a championship winning team, in my personal opinion. I think this is the time Daryl Morey needs to go all in and do whatever it takes. But it's not easy. It's gonna take I think it's gonna be like a 3-4 team trade. Like, this team's gonna need to trade this player.
Yeah,
it's
a bit messy.
Drafts. Yeah. It's hella messy. Which, and again, Miami have pieces. It's just that they're saying that Portland don't want to take on Tyler Hero's contracts, obviously, because he signed an extension. And they've got hella guards. They've already got Simmons. They've already got Scoot Henderson, and they've got Shaden Sharp, who are 3 good players, by the way.
Yeah.
They'll probably end up trading Simon. Sorry, that's his name. I just don't know. Like, I would like Miami with him and would be cool though. Him, Jimmy, and Bam. That's tough.
It'd be really tough.
That's tough. I like that. All right, cool. Sticking on my Sixers, James Harden opted into his contract, but requested a trade. I just think that's posturing. I think he's gonna come back. Like I've said before, I wouldn't mind him back. I just don't think he can be the second best player on our team. Guy was out partying with Michael Rubin, ex-owner, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris. Even our current owner was at the party. Him and him were talking with one another. So that just lets me know that he probably wasn't happy with the contract offer that they offered him. But I'm sorry, in the playoffs, he didn't play well. You know what I mean? Like, when the light shined back, he didn't play well. Like, I'm pretty sure they would have loved to give him a max contract because it means you played well, but you didn't, bro. Like, what do you want them to do? I want to go over some of these free agents here that signed contracts because it was brazy. Jeremy Grant signed a 5-year, $160 million contract with the Portland Trailblazers. Now, again, he signed that contract before Dame asked for the trade. If Damian Lillard asked for the trade before, do you think they still signed him to that deal?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Probably not. Yeah. No, yeah, they probably wouldn't. They probably knew. As soon as Damian Lillard put it, they were like, "Oh, we fucked up here.
Yeah.
We've really fucked up here."
Yeah, because I mean, hey, I'm happy for him that he got paid, but he's way overpaid. So I think he owes Damian Lillard a watch and a car. That's what I personally think. Fred VanVleet, I think it was a 3-year, $130 million contract. I like Fred VanVleet. I said previously, if Sixers don't re-sign James Harden, I wouldn't mind him going there. But that type of money, do you think he's worth that type of big bucks?
Nah. How old is he?
He's not that old. I think he's maybe 20, 29. Yeah, it's 29.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's a lot of money for that age, I think. I think it's a lot of money. I think he may have already had his best years already.
You think so, yeah?
As well at Toronto. So, yeah, no, I don't think he gets any better, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but, it's a very young squad, so they needed some veterans in there. And he's a good player. And, to get that type of player, if your team like Houston is a young squad that's not attractive, you're going to have to overpay.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving, 3 years, 130 M's. Or was it 4 years, I think? I can't remember what it was. No, 3 years, 140 million, 130 million, him re-signing. Dallas submitted a few pieces. What do you think of him and Luka running it back? And do you think they can make noise in the West next year?
I hope so. But I can't see it. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really see it that much. I think there's firepower in a lot of other teams and a lot of other franchises, and it'll take a tall order for them to try and challenge.
How long do you think Luka asks for a trade?
I'll give it 2 seasons. Yeah.
I think end
2
of this
seasons.
season. I think
Oh,
end
do
of
you
this season.
reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. If they don't make, bruv, this guy, he's one of the best, man. Do you know what I mean? I think end of the season, if they don't make it, get it cracking, he's gone. Kyle Kuzma, I think it's 4 years, 100 million to stay with Washington. Obviously, they traded for Jordan Poole as well. What do you think of them? I think they're just a middle of the pack team.
Yeah, that's it. That's what Washington are to me. I've never really been a fan of Washington, even though John Wall was there and Bradley Beal. But yeah, no, never been really a big fan of Washington.
Yeah, I think that's a team that just doesn't mind being in the playoffs, knowing that they're not really going to be competitive like that. Middleton re-signed with the Bucks. Lopez re-signed with the Bucks. Obviously, they still got Drew Holiday, and Giannis going to come back again. I still think Giannis is the best player in the league. Yeah. What do you think of them? If I think they make it out the East this year.
Yeah, they're just a strong, experienced team now. I think keeping those players is very, very important to them staying within their position in the East. And we'll have to see that they're going to have to come to a point where they have to rebuild. But I'd give it maybe 2 more years with this team.
Yeah, I'd say that as well. Draymond Green re-signs with Golden State, 4 years, 100 M's. And they also trade for Chris Paul. Obviously, he's probably going to come off the bench. But what do you think of that?
Yeah.
Do you think they're really going to be competitive next year? Or do you think that it's just a move just to like satisfy like Steph?
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to set up next season. I think, it's one of those they're going to be all right. Chris Paul will be coming off the bench. He's getting old now, so... Yeah, just get. I honestly didn't understand it when I saw it. I was like, why is he signed there?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's getting old. He's probably wanting some rest time. He's wanting to obviously get some stats to his NBA legacy, I guess. And we'll see how Golden State set up next season.
Obviously, there'll be a playoff team, but I just don't see how that truly makes them better. And again, and he gets injured every year as well, so I just don't see. Dylan Brooks, 4 years, 80 million. Good on him. You know what I mean?
He's just a smart. I don't know. It's his aura that has actually got him that money. They can see they can see something in him and just thought, we could sell this guy. We could actually sell this guy to our fans.
He's a dog. He is a dog. You know what I mean? Like he's a great defender. If his like 3-point shooting catches up with it, he's actually an elite, not an elite player, but a really good player. Austin Reeves re-signs. I think it was a 4-year contract. 4-year contract, 54 million. There was talks of him getting like 80 million, 100 million. Good player, but I don't know if he's an 80, 100 million player. No. Maybe he'll grow into be within years 3 or 4 of the contract.
Yeah.
But Lakers, obviously, they brought back most of their guys. You know, if LeBron's healthy, AD's healthy, could they make it out the West? Or do you think Denver is still the team to beat?
Yeah, Denver's still the team to beat. But yeah, I think Lakers can really challenge them again next season with these added pieces. I think they could go again, Lakers. They do look very strong as a team at this moment in time.
And what about your team, bro? What are they doing, man?
The Pelicans are dreadful, man. Zion with his issues off the court. It's just getting messy, man. It's getting very messy.
Do you think they should have traded him?
Yeah, I would have liked to see Scoot Henderson come to the Pelicans, but yeah, they were never gonna do it. I could never see them do it.
Yeah, it would have been uproar if they traded him because he's meant to be the franchise guy. But I don't know why more people don't talk about like Brandon Ingram. Obviously, Brandon Ingram's he's had his injury problems as well, but he's a franchise player in my opinion. Anyway, I think he's tough. Yeah. He's a tough player. And the thing is, you don't actually have depth in your squad as well. Do you know what I mean? Re-signed Herb Jones. Herb Jones is a good player.
He's a good player, yeah.
You've still got Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy, I feel like he's gonna have a really good year.
Yeah, this season he will, yeah.
Because he's long, athletic, can hit the free, can get to the rim. Do you know what I'm saying? Like can guard the perimeter. He's a really good player. Obviously, you still got Jose. You know what I'm saying? Like CJ still balling out. Who's your big again? Is it Valanciunas?
Valanciunas is our big, yeah.
Good player as well.
Yeah.
He can, he's got girth. He can shoot the free.
Mm.
Like it's all depending on Zion. If Zion gets right and actually stays in shape and stays injury free, you lot could get to a Western Conference final. You know?
To be fair, all of the negative media attention that he's got may work in his favor this season. He may want to prove himself to everyone out there. So we'll have to see.
How many games did he play last season? How many games did he play, or was he injured all year?
He played last season until the All-Star, when he got selected, and then he got injured then, and he was on and off then.
I think
where he was doing his madness.
Do you think it's a case of like he's just got to be like Kawhi, low management type of thing, or is it a case of he's just carrying too much girth? He has to lose weight. He just has to lose.
Oh
weight.
yeah, I think that's it. I think it's got to a stage where he needs to lose weight.
Yeah, a lot of man, because when he's jumping all that in, because he's above the rim player. Do you know what I'm saying? So all that underneath, it's not good for nobody. Crikey, man. Yeah, that's been disappointment so far because your team is ready to go. Honestly,
yeah,
good team. Anything else, bro? I think we've covered everything.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think
that's it. Okay, that's been episode 65, Our League podcast. Oh, actually, no. What do you think of Freds?
Freds? What?
I mean, what's it called?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot.
I like it.
I like it. I do like it, but I'm still getting used to it. I'm like, well, what is this? Is this a mix of Twitter, Instagram? Is it like a forum for people to sort of put out a point out there and then everyone reads it? So it's interesting to see. I've still not got the grips of it, but I like it at the moment.
I'm liking it.
What about you?
I'm liking it a lot. Just because it's just the fact you can just transition from Instagram to it straight away. Do you know what I'm saying? It's linked. You know what I mean? I ain't got to do it like too much to it. Never really got the hang of Twitter as well. It's just like Twitter is just bare confusing, bare different things. Like, so I like it. Again, like you said, I'm trying to figure out what it's like in terms of, is it a forum? Do you post pictures? Do you not post pictures? Do you, like, Lord knows. Yet to make one for the pod yet, just because like just been mad hectic and stuff. Maybe in the next week or so. And that's the thing what I like as well. Like, you don't even have to really build up an audience. I mean, you have to, but everyone that you follow on IG can just follow you straight. It just
transitions onto over there, yeah.
It just makes life so much easier. But no, I'm liking it, man. I'm liking it. If you're Elon right now, because they're meant to do the fight, just giving you extra motivation. I'm gonna knock this guy out, bro. Honestly, they said they got like 70 million people in 2 days.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Honestly, when I saw everyone on it, I was like, "What is this? What is everyone going on about?"
Yeah.
And you just join it just to see, because you don't want to miss out.
Yeah.
And I literally just seeing a spam of just like, "What is this? What is this? What am I doing on it? I'm so confused." Just the same sort of messages. But yeah, no, I think everyone's starting to understand what it is now, and have started to put a few posts out. It's like Twitter, how Twitter started.
Yeah.
Is that we put our business out there and just see what happens with it, really.
I've just been putting random thoughts out there, honestly. But I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Yeah, no, I just hope it gets interactions. I hope that people are out there realizing that this is how you should be doing it.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, do you do hashtags? You don't use hashtags? Like, I just don't. I don't know. But I'm liking it though. I am liking it, and I think it's cool.
What I'm taking is that it's pretty much a forum.
Yeah.
You put a question out there, and then a response comes back, and you just hope there's an interaction there.
Honestly, but no, I'm liking it very much, and I think it's here to stay still. 70 million in 2 days. That is insane, bro.
That is mad.
That is so mad. Because it just people just want convenience. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's similar to why Amazon thrives and why, you can order Morrison's off your Amazon app. It's just convenience. It makes life, I don't have to go to the shop. I can do shopping and my grocery shopping. It just, man, honestly, it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think that's it, man. Episode 65, Our League podcast. I'm on off the duo Eds alongside my co-host, my brother, my brethren, Ethan. Follow, like, subscribe on all platforms. And that's it. We're out. Peace, people.